The most common ball flight I see when I'm out coaching on the range is definitely the slice. Okay, so what causes the slice? Well, it's a combination of two things. It's that open club face and it's that over the top, that out to in path. Okay, now the face being open could be caused by several things, but today I want to draw on the path. Okay, so when it comes to the path, that out to in path where we are coming across the ball like so, is one thing that a lot of golfers really struggle with. Okay, and there is one thing in particular that comes up time and time again. Okay, so what do we see when it comes to path? Well, the biggest thing is the swing plane. Okay, now what is the plane? Well, the plane is the angle at which we swing the golf club around our body. Okay, so if we're in this setup position here, then the perfect plane, essentially we want to swing that club on the angle it started at. So if we look at the angle of the shaft there, we want to maintain that throughout the golf swing, back, down, impact, and then through. So that famous plane of glass that Ben Hogan talks about in his book, The 5 Fundamentals of Golf, it's really around that, and it's trying to visualize that plane on this angle. Assuming the club face is square, you'll get a nice straight flight. But what do I see? Well, most guys tend to go back a little bit on the outside, and then there is a lot of lifting, so we get a very steep plane. Okay, and what does that cause? Well, for starters, it limits the amount of rotation you can have. So from this angle here, as you're lifting your arms, it causes a bit of a sway. It's very hard to turn and get to the top of the backswing. But again, most importantly, from that position, it causes you to come across the ball, and then that contributes to that path. So what we need is more depth in the backswing. Okay, so what is that? Well, the depth is essentially, as I've said, is trying to get the hands working inside, trying to get the hands behind your heel line. Okay, so as I swing to the top here, I want my hands behind my heel line. Okay, that's going to give me a chance to come from the inside. Okay, well, how do we do that? Well, the first thing I want you to think about is moving that trail hip out of the way, extending the leg. So from here, as we turn that out of the way, we extend the leg, and then it's going to give us a chance. So, you know, I always say, if you think about as the body's moving, we want that club moving in the same direction. We don't want the body moving this way, but then the club going out, because we're going to get disconnected. We're going to kind of lose that consistency. So we want everything moving in the same direction, whereas the hip turns, as that leg extends, the club naturally follows that swing plane. Okay, I've got a great drill here for you, and all you're going to need is an alignment stick. Okay, so you're going to pop it under your arm like so, get it nice and tight to your upper arm, up into your armpit there. And what we're going to do is, again, we've got the alignment stick about halfway on either side. As you make your backswing, we don't want our lead arm, so my left arm, we don't want it to touch the alignment stick. So as I turn back there, and then it's only until I get to about sort of chest height, shoulder height, we might start to touch it a little bit. So from here, as I make a practice swing, we're going to go in, slightly touch it there, and then through. Okay, that's going to really give you that sensation of getting that depth in the backswing. We see most of the top players do. So as we get that depth there, that's going to allow you to shallow it out. You can hit shots, probably only sort of half to 3/4 shots, but what you can do is, in this position here, you're going to get the depth, and then we're going to swing through, and it's going to allow you to build up a feeling of depth in the swing. So once you've got that depth in the swing, assuming your club face is square, that's really going to allow you to get this move that we're looking for, get the hands behind that heel line, and allow you to deliver that club on plane. Also, by increasing that hip turn, increasing that movement range, you'll see how much easier it is now to turn, okay? As I lift, we don't get the turn. As I get the depth, we get that nice big rotation in the backswing. Let's give that a go. Okay, so super simple feeling, something that you can work on with the alignment stick. It's helped so many of my players. I'm sure it can help you too. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.